Good evening, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And this is going to be our review instantly out of the theater. We're in the car with the heated seats on for Wonka. I'm going to preface everything I say that I don't like musicals, and yet I was singing along, so.
Yeah, I was not aware that it was a musical. I have tried not to really get much of, pay attention to a whole lot of stuff that's been going on. I will say that I think it's better than some of the stuff I've heard. Yeah. Timothy Chalamet can sing.
He can sing. And he can act, by the way, too.
Yeah. It was fun. I'm not sure that we needed this movie. I think we said that when we did the first trailer reaction. I don't think it really advanced the story for me at all, but it was okay.
It's definitely a prequel, like how we get to the Wonka that we know, the Gene Wilder version, much more than the Johnny Depp version.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I like the Johnny Depp version, but we watch the Gene Wilder one all the time, and it's...
Yeah. There's still a lot in between.
Yeah.
That you get from this version of Wonka to either crazy or crazy.
Crazy or weird. Crazy and weird or just crazy. It's not the horror show that is the Gene Wilder version. But I struggle with musicals because you have a great emotional fun scene going on and then it just starts breaking out into song, and it doesn't necessarily work for me, although I liked the songs. There's a bunch of new songs. They do a couple of songs that you will know if you've watched the Gene Wilder one, if you watched the Johnny Depp one. There's definitely stuff there. So that's I butt up against that part. If I take the musical part out of it, this tells a very emotional story, and I did get emotional towards the end, and so I'm struggling with my personal feelings about. I liked the music. I had fun with it. There are laugh out loud moments. I was very emotional at the end. But I've seen it. Check. I don't know if I'm going to come back to it.
Yeah.
And that's not really fair for, I think, a movie like this. Because I think, okay. So indication of our theater is not going to do very well. We were in the Dolby Theater and it was less than half full.
Yeah. But then people were loudly clapping.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, this is weird. Now it's Christmas, it's, again, I've heard some not great things about it. So that may be, and it's Thursday, right?
It's Thursday.
We go on
Thursday. Yeah.
Of before it opens, technically. So I guess we'll see what it does over the weekend.
This movie will be one of those ones that people will, it's not the Gene Wilder one, and it's not the Johnny Depp one. In fact, I was talking to the barista at the coffee shop this last week, and they were like, I can't wait to see it's going to be a lot to stand up to the Johnny Depp version. And I just had to giggle to myself a little bit. Like, they were younger baristas, and I'm like, have you ever seen the Gene Wilder one? Because that one's amazing. But I think this is one of those movies where there's going to be some discord over the weekend of what it is and how it's not right and how it is right and whatever else. And then there'll be some discussion on Monday or Tuesday about how low the box office was. And then it will go off into the ether and be one of those movies that people are like, oh yeah, that did come out. And I think I liked it.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people in it.
Oh yeah.
It's like Olivia Colman and Timothy Chalamet and
Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah, and Mr.
Mr. Bean.
Bean. I can't think of what
Yeah.
his Rowan Atkinson.
There you go.
So yeah,
My one other little complaint is I don't need the Oompa Loompas.
that yeah. I was kind of excited for it, and then it didn't work.
It didn't work, and yeah, it's. I like the movie. It just doesn't sound like it very much. So score.
6.75.
Okay, I was at 7, so
Okay.
we're in the same area. So let us know what you thought of the movie and our reaction and discussion about it in the comments down below. Please be nice. It's crime around here. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. It's free and it helps us out a ton. And subscribe, bell for notifications. That's the thing. I changed it all up and I don't know how I'm doing that anymore. Social medias: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Links in the description. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night now.